Oh, y'all. Court is now in session. We the people versus a sex offender, y'all. We're bringing them to the court of our public opinion. Post your comments below. They right too. Can a sex offender live with his wife and stepchildren in Texas? The girl that I committed the offense with, and I want to get married, and she has children. Can I live with them? Y'all, let me call court into order. Because this is one thing, and I don't care, because whenever I post these sex offender videos, people get an attitude with me about my thought process with respect to sex offenders. Because I want you to look dead in my damn face at me when I'm talking to y'all about this shit, okay? Let me explain something to you all about a sex offender. In my professional and personal opinion, they're damn con artists as well. They're very slick, cunning, and snide. Okay, because they're already doing something that goes against the peace and dignity. You understand what I'm saying? Of society. Everyone knows that raping a woman, okay, is wrong. And everybody knows that messing sexually with a child of either sex is wrong. Okay, so, or a woman raping a man is wrong. We already know these things, which rarely happens, but I'm just going to make it equal opportunity. We all know that shit is wrong. So in order for you to commit an offense like that, you got to be twisted mentally. So the way that he's coming at me, it really, in my opinion, you're trying to play with me. And people are probably like, oh my God, he's writing for help and she's being rude. I don't give a shit. He's playing with me. Let me tell you why. The first thing he says is that the girl that he committed the offense with and him want to get married. Okay? And she has children, and can he live with them? If he's a sex offender, guys, he's asking me, can he live with his victim, first of all? Okay? Because what he's trying to do is explore a case, because he's been told no. That's his victim. He's not going to be approved to live with his victim. Sex offenders have to register, many of them for the rest of their lives. Now, this man didn't say anything regarding not having a lifetime registration. So you have to read, really. When people come to me as a lawyer, when people are coming to y'all here, y'all, when you post your comments, everything that I read, every little sentence that I read, just listen to it. Because they're saying something in it. He already knows he cannot get married to her, first of all. He can marry her if that's what he wants to do. But I don't see it getting approved, sir. So what he's trying to do is, in order to get approved to live with her, and she be the victim, he's trying to marry her to see if that's going to work. At the end of the day, sir, if you're a sex offender, you're a sex offender. Okay? And they don't let you all cohabitate with your victims. They're not going to approve that. Now, I can't say you shouldn't get a lawyer and fight and try, but I don't see them approving something that retarded. Because at the end of the day, if they start to do that, then people are going to think that's what they do. Okay, you just coax the person that you committed the offense against to say it's okay, and then jump and go around all the restrictions that they put on your ass. You're going to register for a lifetime, sir. And the reason that they're registering is to make sure that you don't go near her, okay? And that you don't go near anyone else. Or if you do go near people, they know, the person that you go near knows about it, and the government can know about it so that they can watch you. So with that being said, watch how he played with me. You committed the offense already. What the hell are you doing having contact with her? Because you're not supposed to have contact with her at all. So how can you marry somebody that you're not supposed to have contact with? To me, that's just a violation all the way. And so what I would think that any district attorney's office worth their weight in salt or dog shit would do is to arrest you. Because at that point, they know you've been around the victim, right? How can you marry her but for being around her? And where would you grow the urge to marry her unless you had been around her? So you've been violating, right? So there would be a violation, I would assume. And then you're never going to be approved to live there. And so you're going to have to go around registration, right? So then they're going to pop you for failing to register. I don't see this going well at all. I think you don't see it going well either. I think what you're trying to do is eliminate the ability to have to register for the rest of your life. And there's nothing that's going to eliminate that. You are going to have to register. And that's just it. So just because your con artist ass can talk her into thinking that it's okay, that's why the government is watching people like you. Because they're very, let me tell y'all something, a sex offender, to me, that's why a lot of times, okay, y'all, that Duggar boy, you know, like living with the Duggars or whatever that crap was. They supposed to be like Mormon style people. They had like 20 kids, and then all the kids had like 5 to 10 and 15 kids. And now that man is a sex offender, and he's doing hard time in jail right now. Has a huge issue, but from a family full of 50 or 60 children, and had victims in the family, but they won't discuss that. Allegedly, okay. So we never saw it, right? You didn't see it on the show. Had the producers saw it, they would have never put those people on. Does that make sense? To promote that type of thing? They're cunning. They're snide. They're sneaky individuals, and they're very good at lying. Now, y'all can post whatever you want about, you know, sex offenders, because they come on and, God rest your soul, lady, and you're being so rude. No, I'm being honest. They need a lot of therapy and a lot of rehabilitation, and it's something that they have to continue to go to, like AA or NA. They're born liars. They're con artists. They make themselves believe what they're doing is okay. Do you see how he made himself believe what he was doing is okay? So much so that he has continued to have contact with his victim and has convinced her to marry him, because he convinced her. Okay? There is nobody who stands to gain anything in the relationship with him marrying her except for him. Y'all have to watch that. Y'all have to be careful from people like that. There are people like that that live in society with us, and this is how their minds think. You understand what I'm saying? And so because of that, y'all, there is a provision. Because there are some weak women out there. There's a provision in your court orders, gentlemen, that says she has to let you know if she even cohabitates or allows somebody to sleep at the house that has had a offense like that has to register or anything like that. If they come near the children, she's supposed to tell you, and if she doesn't, that's a misdemeanor. Okay? Here in Texas, that's a misdemeanor. It's a damn crime, and let me tell you why. Because those people are so dangerous. They're so dangerous that in every order, every custody order, it's written in automatically that if the mother or the person that has primary managing conservatorship has control of those kids, allows a sex offender or anybody charged with something like that to spend the night or be around those children, they have to let you know. You know why? Because these people victimize. They're big, huge victimizers. They take advantage of people. And it's to keep your child safe. So with that being said, I want to go on to the next part of his question, where he asked whether or not the children could be there. Sir, she's willing to risk her children, because I get those are not your children. They're your stepchildren. You've said that. So she's willing to risk custody because she's got to tell this man who their father is that these children are co-residing with a sex offender, so that he can have the ability to come and file a petition to take them from her. Y'all know that's the thought process behind the rule, right? Behind the notice, right? So she's willing to risk her custody of her kids, and you don't even care about that because you done talked her out of that. Y'all see that? That's how they're very slick, they're very snide, they're very cunning. Sir, get the hell out of our courtroom, huh, y'all? Get up out of the court of our public opinion, because we're not going to waste any time on you. You know what you're doing is wrong. But y'all, the reason I ran this was not to really so much as answer his question, because he knows the answer to his question. He's playing with me. He's trying to see if there's any loophole in the law that allow him. What he's trying to see is, can I marry out of these requirements? That's what he wants. I don't care what the hell he wrote. That's what he wants to know. The answer is no, sir. You know that. Anyways, y'all, I wanted y'all to see who lives amongst you. Take this as a lesson, okay? Gentlemen, you need to be in your children's lives making sure that somebody like this doesn't slip into your home. Because women, we can be weak and we can be influenced sometimes. And sometimes we will allow somebody like that around our kids, either not knowingly or after being brainwashed. And it does happen, and it happens a lot. I have had to counsel a few people out of letting sex offenders live with them or being in a relationship with a sex offender. A few. And I'm not playing with you. This is a ministry for me. So I'm going to let you know. That's why I ran that question. Y'all saw that, ladies? Be very careful. And whenever you're going to get in a relationship with a man, run his background. Know if he's somebody who's been committed of a sex offense. Know that. Okay? Next case.